What's up, legends? So this is a weekly outlook video for the week of 24th March 2025. That's the last week of March. Hopefully it's full of action. It wasn't really full of a lot of action this week. It was absolutely bullshit. And the week before that is the last 2 weeks have been basically whole lot of fucking consolidation, right? So hopefully we get something beautiful things out of here. I'm going to remove all these drawings. So on the weekly chart, we are rejecting off of this. Well, we can't really say rejecting off of this, but we are going upwards from this bullish fair value gap, right? And we mitigate all of this, and we mitigated right about 50% of this. Well, not 50%, more like 26, like 30% of this, right? So this is the inversion fair value gap. So a tap here would be think about this way, right? Like a tap into this would be a tap into the inversion fair value gap of similar to this, right? Go down, immediate, go back up, and then tap back and then go back up, right? So that's an idea that could work. But for now, let's take a look closer. Hopefully, well, from the weekly, it looks like it should be going up here, and where up here to this new week opening gap right here. New week opening gap. Yep. So new week opening gap. What could potentially happen? Go back here, and then go back here. But no idea. We'll see what happens after the Sunday is open. For now, we are expecting this range to be hit, right? On the daily chart, this looks like a really nice pinball candle going towards the new week opening gap, right? So I will be looking to go long some or the other way just to get here into this new week opening gap. It's about 200 points, but 200 points is absolutely nothing these days. Look at this, right? Like the range for random day of consolidation is 400 points, and this candle was 700 points, 875 points. So the volatility these days is absolutely insane. So bullish for now, right? So I'm actually gonna write this down. Weekly slash daily bullish on the 4 hour. What do we see? An inversion fair value gap right here. Oh well, not exactly, but we are delivering from here, but came back. Oh, give me a sec. Left this, came back, went back, came back, went back, came back, and hopefully this is the next point, right? That's what it looks like to me for now. And after that, probably go all the way over here, right? So 4 hour is too short of a time frame if you look at it from a daily perspective. So Nasdaq bullish for the next whole week, right? Next up is ES. Yes, great. So weekly chart, similar to Nasdaq, we're delivering off of this fair value gap, tapped into this. Let me see what kind of range we tackled here. We rejected off of the 25%. So bullish for me here. We went here, rejected off of this, but this whole gap has not been mitigated yet. So again, similarly, wanna go along into the new week opening gap. So that's about, it's already visited there. I say 52 points, right? So but it actually did already went to the 50% of this range, looking to fade this whole area, right? More like this area. Yep. That's the daily time frame, and great candle looking to take these equal highs, somewhat similar to this. Go up here, come back here, go up here, come back here, then go up here, right? Of course, it's going to be a lot of mumbo jumbo right here, some bullshit happening like this, but hopefully, end of the week, we go upwards. Beginning of April, hopefully, we touch these equal highs right here, right? So that's SNES for you. YM. Well, uh, I don't need to analyze this. It's looking like the same thing. It did not touch this, bouncing right back. Wanna go back to this gap here, and yeah, that was really not a long analysis. GC1. Oh my god, amazing. This looks very very beautiful. Remove drawings on the weekly time frame. Oh, this is the weekly time frame. Amazing. Weekly time frame, we have this draw, and we have this draw. If you want to go up, you know, tap back at this fair value gap, go up. But let's look at the daily time frame. Oh, we already started the journey. Tap back into this fair value gap. The 2-day chart looks a little bit prettier than this. We probably want to tap back into this fair value gap, take this liquidity, come back to maybe 25% of this range. So it's going to be looking like looking something like this, right? That's the optimistic case, right? Like we could end up going down here also. So you never know, right? So give me a second. Yeah. On the daily time frame, we have it really depends on where we open, right? We could have a inversion fair value gap set up right here. If it does, hypothetically, if it does, we would have a fair value gap right here. If we this fair value gap is contingent on us opening here, right? So we go down here, take this liquidity, tap back, and then next liquidity level is right here or here. This one is a little bit major, but you get you get what I mean, right? So YM, just delete this shit. What else? Weekly bullish, daily bearish, right? CL, let's try CL. I don't really trade CL, so I really don't know what's happening. But on the weekly chart, oh wow, absolutely beautiful, absolutely beautiful. So we take a look at this lows, then we have these lows, and we have equal lows, right? So the low here was 65.27. Ooh, 65.22. So we did sweep this, but it doesn't really matter. Like, you know, it's still equal lows. And the low here was 65.29, just about 2 cents higher than here, right? So we close here. Inversion fair value setup incoming. If there is one on the weekly chart, we could be heading upwards. Heading upwards where? This is the first round liquidity, right? So on the daily time frame, what's happening? Slightly bullish, mostly chop, but playing ping pong between these two, uh, between this bearish fair value gap and this bearish fair value gap, and then this equal lows, right? Looks like that for now, but if you go to the 4-hour chart, it does look like it has turned bullish. Look at these, right? Like a sustained run, tap back to fair value gap, sustained run, back to fair value gap, sustained, back to fair value gap, sustained, back to fair value gap. So that's really how price action works, right? So after sweeping this, ideally we should have seen this move right after this, but since we do not have this and there is an SMT right here, that shows me that this low is protected, right? Because the coming right out of this, there was no bullish fair value gap. There was one, but it got absolutely blown through. Look at this, blown through, right? It did bounce back, but just came back, right? But inversion fair value gap right here, don't even give a fuck. Didn't even come back, right? Yeah, didn't even come back. Yeah, sure, we came back once. Failed to take all this liquidity on these highs, did not take anything. Tap back, and then we took this liquidity. tap back, and then we took another piece of liquidity, right? So in the 4 hour time frame or the daily time frame, I'm looking to see if we can go down here and down here, right? So it's going to be 4 hour bearish, CL 4 hour bearish. I should be going top down, right? So weekly bullish, daily bullish, 4 hour bearish, right? You know why I said that, right? Because weekly bullish clearly extended to the downside. There is going to be at least one green candle right in this area. Daily bullish, we're coming off of a displacement, and then every time you have a big move, you have a small candle, big move, small candle. Look at this, right? Big move, small candle, small, big move, small candle, right? But this is a chop zone. Looks like the end of a chop zone, but we could just end up being in this candle range all this while, right? But since we did close above, big, that to me looks bullish, right? Even though it's a red candle, I mean, white candle, red candle, but looks to me looks to be very bullish to me, right? So yeah, that's about it for this week. Hopefully you have a green week. I have a green week, and see you later. Peace.